Hi Capricorn, welcome to Higher Source Tarot for your December 2021 mid-month tarot reading. This is a reading for all Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Thank you to all of you for your support. It just means the world to me, and I love reading on this platform and plan to continue. If you are new here, welcome to you. I post new readings every Friday, then again on Monday. So if a reading doesn't resonate, come back in a couple of days. Fridays are always a general reading. Mondays are different every week. So this week is a more detailed Celtic Cross style reading. Other weeks I'll do a love reading. Coming up in the very near future, we'll have a 2022 yearly predictive reading. So that'll be fun. And if you like tarot and you like the channel, I'd love to invite you to subscribe to Higher Source Tarot. All right, what advice do you have for Capricorn? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What does Capricorn need to know, please, for the best and highest good of all concerned with Capricorn? All right, here we go. All right, so we'll begin here with the tarot, and then we'll have the Angel Answers Oracle cards. Current situation, we've got the Knight of Pentacles. The immediate influence is the Five of Swords. You've got the Nine of Cups in your destiny, the Eight of Swords in the distant past, the Hanged Man in the more recent past. You've got the Page of Cups coming towards you. You're represented by the Queen of Cups. You have the World as the person or situation that you're attracting. You've got the Ten of Swords in the Ten of Swords in your hopes and fears, Nine of Wands in the future here. So the bottom of the deck, we've got the Lovers, the Six of Swords, and the Four of Cups. So we have here, looks like two major arcana. You definitely have water here. You've got Gemini. I'm sorry, you've got three major arcana. Yeah, three. All right. You've got Gemini, I mentioned that. You've got air here too, and a little bit of earth, but and fire too. I guess you do have all the elements. Well, all right. So with this, I do feel like whatever it is, it seems like it's been a long time coming. I definitely feel like you have love here with both the Page, the Queen of Cups, and the World, all three of those. It's definitely a nice indication for a relationship. And the Lovers too, I mean, that's a very meaningful relationship. So if it seems like you just haven't found the one or you haven't found the right situation, if it's not about love, it does feel like you've invested a lot into something and been coming up short. Okay, it just feels like it's almost baffling, like how does this keep happening? But it's got to be part of your subconscious, some kind of a belief that's been instilled along the way. And so with the Lovers, let's break through that ceiling. You know, it can be painful, right? They talk about the glass ceiling shatters. You might get cut a little bit, but it's going to be worth it. So it's time to break through. And of course, with the Lovers too, we've got the Archangel Raphael here with Adam and Eve. Very high vibrational energy, okay? It's love and beauty inside and out. It's harmony. It's a wonderful energy for attraction. I mean, it's the right relationships finally, after this Four of Cups business, the right relationships finally coming in. And with the Six of Swords, again, it symbolizes those wavy, you know, this wavy water. You're leaving that unsettled energy. You're leaving behind the emotionally disturbing or difficult to navigate situations into things that are a lot more, you know, they're smoother. They're just in sync. They're in a place where things move forward in alignment. It makes life a lot easier trying to go through it in alignment versus hope manifesting or force manifesting. Who wants to do that, right? So with the current situation, it does feel like this has been a long time coming. I still feel like the Five of Swords here, it's almost metaphorical. I don't feel like it's a direct conflict as much as it's that struggle, that pushing against, that trying to get things to go, and they don't seem to go, you know, and part of that is that Knight of Pentacles. But the Knight of Pentacles does follow through. In the long haul, this is the one that you want with you because it will run the distance. Of course, Knights have good intentions, and this one's all about stability, manifesting. Again, it doesn't move very fast, but you are manifesting what you've asked for. So I feel like with the Five of Swords, it's really giving up that frustration, the irritation, Swords can definitely be a temperamental kind of energy. It's about getting the truth, but it's also strife. And I feel like it's that irritability, that mental block, that strife that's kept things at bay. And so in terms of money and a relationship, it's long-term, stable energy, and it's money too that grows. So if it was a job too, where you felt like, you just didn't get what you wanted, or you didn't get what you thought really was even a match to you, your skill set and so forth, here it comes. It's finally coming. It's like, my God, finally, seriously? But anyway, we say there's no real time, right? Everything is, we make up this linear timeline so we don't feel nuts, but then it's like when you're living it, sure feels like there's time, doesn't it? So your destiny here is the Nine of Cups. Nines are about attainment. It's wish fulfillment. And of course, the Cups is not just love, but it's that great life. It's that attainment of a great life. That's your destiny. And there's also a sense of pride here. I feel like for somebody, you're really getting the hang of your own spiritual power, your own spiritual prowess, I hear. And it's that almost fun, like, I did that. I knew that was going to happen. It's that kind of thing where you really are in alignment, finding your way into alignment more and more and more. And really, this is things that you want to happen. It's that job finally coming through. It's a relationship where it feels like a brand new phase. I mean, when you look at this, you definitely have wish fulfillment here. I mean, and in terms of love, there's a real love relationship here. And we could even do this. I mean, when we start to pick up the Lovers, I mean, that's also really beautiful. It's like that attainment of everything that you've wanted is right here. So with this, you're coming out of a restricted energy with this Eight of Swords. I feel like somebody was just banging their head up against a wall. And it could have been unemployment for a long time. Again, this is in the distant past. But it's definitely an energy of feeling like things are stagnant, stuck, not moving, way too much thinking. This really embodies the mental trap that we can get into, that self-imposed prison, because obviously the bandages are almost falling off of her. Now, but she doesn't walk free. She still stays in this rut, in this cycle of too much thinking, too much feeling with the negative thinking, and so nothing happens. Nothing changes, nothing changes, but we don't want to live like that. The other thing, too, with this water in front of her, it's definitely an emotional time, but it was an emotional time, and this can be a sense of guilt for some of you, okay? So if there was something that you were kind of caught in the middle about, or not maybe wanting to move forward on some level because of people around you, because this also can represent, and I get it in a couple of the cards, a lot of people around you and pressure. There was pressure from somebody to be in a certain thing, and it was really keeping you bound and restricted. So the Hangman comes up, and isn't this a welcome change? You got that vision quest, right? The crown is illuminated because it's like seeing things from a brand new vantage point. This is surrender to win. It's letting go of old ideas, limiting beliefs, and it might even be changing people, places, and things for some of you. Really doing an overhaul in your life and looking at, if I want this certain life, I need to be with people who have it. If I'm with people who are struggling all the time, unconsciously we become like the people we surround ourselves with. And so with this, it's a very unconditional, free energy. And it's also that way in the world. I do feel like whoever you're attracting here is very open-minded. They might be somebody who's into art or something like that. Maybe they're an artist or musician. Not necessarily professionally, but I do feel like whoever you're attracting, they really do enjoy music. They enjoy anything to do with the arts. I get like going out even to concerts and things like that is a big thing for them. But either way with this, it really is about that perspective that allows you, opens a world of opportunity for you. It's gaining wisdom too. So with this, that information, or however you needed to see things, came in, and that's when the turning point hits. It's right here and right now. And so it's definitely a change of heart too on something. So I do feel like as you kind of ascended there, it allowed you to open up to new opportunities, whether it be with work, instead of seeing this Eight of Swords as the worst thing that ever happened, seeing it as an opportunity. It could have been a relationship or a job that ended. But with this Page of Cups, this is optimism, it's hope, it's manifesting too. It's law of attraction energy, but it's uplifting. This is fun. It's being, in that place where you have fun conversations wherever you go. You might find that you get somebody going on a conversation and it's like they talk your ear off. I guess be careful of what topics you bring up, because it's fun for a minute, but 5 minutes later, it's like, okay, how do we wrap this up now? I do feel like you have somebody that's a real chatty Cathy, and it might be a lot of different people. I just get this. It's a lot of small talk, but it's definitely got that where they just feel like I had the best interaction with them, with Capricorn. Let's say it like that, so you know what I mean. But with this, so it can be the return of an ex. And with that Hanged Man, I wouldn't rule it out, but I would say if it does happen, it's definitely a relationship that is worth working on, with the Lovers being here too. So if it's something where you go, absolutely not, then that's not for you. But somebody else where it maybe wasn't an ending that was really brutal, I guess I would say that may be part of that. But I do feel like it's more that fun, uplifting energy. Well, you've got the Queen of Cups, so it puts you in, this is you, even though it's not your energy, it still represents you using your intuition. And I feel like you end up in this place, in this phase that you're in love with your own life. It's like you understand the trials that you've been through were worth it. It put forward some kind of momentum for you. It's falling in love in a relationship, falling in love with a job. It really is being connected too with your family as well, and feeling connections all over. Like you've got a very nice social vibe in this energy. Again, she could be a bit of a talker too. I mean, she's very emotional. You might find that people are always, and we say I love you. You know how people do that nowadays. It seems like it's more of a casual thing to say. I feel like you're going to be hearing that a lot. It's like that kind of energy where it might be more on the casual level, but people do feel that way. They feel like they feel good after they've interacted with you. I'd say keep going with it. So we talked about the World and what an important card that is in all of this. It's self-mastery. I mean, it's the final major arcana, and the major arcana represent all the experiences that your soul needs to go through in this earth school to fully ascend. Okay, and when the soul experiences the world, it's like achieving every desire, every wish attained on this journey. That's what this is. It's a big deal. I think we sometimes minimize it, but that's the situation you're attracting, every wish on the journey. That sounds pretty good. It really is, though, in terms of who you're attracting. We talked about them being fun, uplifting, liking, certain experiences, but this is also a mature person and they're open to new experiences. So they may go out and try a lot of new things, but it's fun, it's, with this new phase, it's amazing. It's the completion of the old and the beginning of something that really is beautiful. And so it can too be a card of travel, but I definitely feel like it's starting on a new page. That's what it really represents here. That change of perspective, the synthesis, nirvana. Okay, this is your nirvana. It's right here and it's in the reading. Now, whatever you're coming out of, 8 of Swords, 10 of Swords, oh God. That black in the card, that indicates ignorance. So there might have been something with the 8 of Swords that was keeping you stuck. But the Hangman, again, I welcome that in this reading so much, so big with open arms, because that's what gives you the information, that gives you the perspective in order to make changes. We stay stuck because we just don't want to see things, or we don't see things the way that they are. And so this is a catalyst into change. And so it might have taken you down and it might not have felt very good at the time, but it's really about moving out of that. So we've got the 9 of Wands. 9s are about realization. You've got a lot going on here with your perspective changing. This is the wounded warrior. He knows pain, but he does not give up. So I feel like in a relationship, you've gone through whatever you needed to in order to get to that world phase, in order to get to that new start, whatever it is for you. And so with this, it's expansion. The Wands are all about expansion, focus, passion. There's commitment here, though, okay? He does not give up no matter what. So I do feel like you're committed to this new life. And I know that this isn't always, it's not always the favorite card to see, but I do feel like in this reading, It's definitely like, don't quit 5 minutes before the miracle happens, Capricorn. So let's see here what the angels have to say for you. For Capricorn, dear Lord. And a timeline for Capricorn, please. All right, you have here trust. Trust the universe hears you and wants to match your desires, matches your vibration. You've got big happy changes. I kept saying, this started to come out a little bit, and I said, my God, I never see it. Now I see it all the time. If you believe, so ask, believe, receive. A year from now, but don't let that freak you out. I mean, you've definitely got momentum. It's more like in a year from now, it's like some big change is on the way. Because you have a yes here, Capricorn. So you definitely have big changes happening. Good things are coming. I love you, and I'll be back again soon.